Psychologists are saying a sad but inevitable result of the attacks in New York and Washington has been increased racist incidents, a backlash against Muslims and those with Middle Eastern origins. In Arlington, Texas, near Dallas, the windows of a mosque were shot at, leaving shattered glass on the floor. In Denton, a Molotov cocktail, a firebomb, made from a beer bottle, was thrown at a mosque and Islamic school. In Minneapolis, in the American heartland, Al-Aman, the only Islamic school in Minnesota, was closed. Abdul Hamid and some 300 other students were forced to stay home. The boy's father, Abdullah Hamid, says after Tuesday's attacks,
anything is possible. What happened in Washington and in New York, it can happen anywhere now.
The school's principal, Dr. Salah Ayar, says no one really wanted to shut down the school.
Feeling of fear and sadness, I think, is overwhelming.
There were other incidents, a noisy pro-American demonstration in suburban Chicago targeting an Islamic center. In San Francisco, a bag of pig blood was left on the doorstep of an Islamic community center. President George W. Bush spoke by phone with New York's Governor, George Pataki, and New York City's Mayor, Rudolph Giuliani. Obviously concerned about growing reports of their mistreatment, Mr. Bush urged Americans not to discriminate against Arab Americans or Muslims.
Mindful that there are thousands of Arab Americans who live in New York City, who love their flag just as much as the three of us do. And we must be mindful that as we seek to win the war, that we treat Arab Americans and Muslims with the respect they deserve.
As he put it, Americans should not hold one who is a Muslim responsible for an act of terror. And the president's father, former President George Bush Sr., speaking in Boston, urged tolerance as well, saying Muslims, like Christians and Jews, believe in a God of love and mercy. The 41st U.S. president says these were senseless murders committed by religious extremists who kill out of hate. A professor of engineering at the University of South Florida, himself an Arab American, perhaps best summed it up. In his words, you feel the pain twice, once because of what has happened, and once because of the looks you get.